was also a scary story. This is a funny bedtime story full of snacks, gossips, and problems caused by one uncle. It's 2 a.m. You lay down, close your eyes slowly, breathe in, close. It's Ogogo's house. It was a quiet night in KwaZulu-Natal. Arriving at Ogogo's house, it was a quiet night in KwaZulu-Natal. The moon was shining, the dogs were barking in the distance. Woof, woof, woof. And somewhere, a rooster was confused. Cook, cuckoo, cook, cuckoo. At midnight-ish, inside the house, everyone was sleeping peacefully, except Ubabutsemba, because Ubabutsemba loved the food too much. No, Ogogo whispered from her room. Who's eating at this time? Silence. Then again, crunch, crunch. Ogogo opened one eye. Aubandla, this house has rats. Then the fridge opened. Ogogo sat up immediately. Hey, Sugar, rats don't open fridges. Part 2. The Midnight Investigation. Ogogo wore a pink gown, the one with tiny tags on it. Nobody respected that gown, not even the cats. She walked slowly through the hallway. Tap, tap, tap. Then she heard whispering in the kitchen. Quickly, before Ogogo wakes up. Another voice answered. She sleeps deeply. Ogogo gasped softly. She peeked around the corner, and there was Ubabutsemba standing in front of the fridge, eating cold chicken with mayonnaise and peanut butter together. Ogogo nearly fainted. How Jesus! Ubabutsemba jumped. The chicken flew. The peanut butter fell. Meow, meow, meow. Everything became chaos. Part 3. The excuse. What are you doing? Whispered Ogogo angry. Ubabutsemba swallowed dramatically. Mina. Ding. Ogogo looked at the chicken bone in his head, then at the mayonnaise on his forehead, then at the spoon in his pocket. Sis. Ubabutsemba smiled fast. I was checking the fridge if it's safe. At 2 a.m. With chicken. Yes, with peanut butter. Long silence. Then he whispered, protein. Ogogo closed his eyes slowly. Kulungulu, give me strength. Part 4. The tea disaster. Ogogo decided to make tea. Now she couldn't sleep. She whispered, if I'm awake, everyone must suffer with me. So she boiled the kettle. If I'm awake, everyone must suffer with me. Ubabutsemba kept following her like 100 raccoons. Ogogo, can we also make toast? No, just one slice. No, with cheese. No, with bologna. I pull. Then suddenly the electricity went off. Kick. Darkness, 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 darkness. Complete darkness. Obabutsemba stream fiercely. I Gogo slapped the air. Why are you screaming? Tell me. Scream. You must also don't scream. Especially in the middle of a bad situation where you make everyone freak out. Okay, let's get back to the story. You are the problem. Part 5. The ghost wasn't a ghost. In the darkness, they heard strange sounds. Then, boom, boom, then, meow, meow. Sam grabbed Ogogo dramatically. Ogogo, there's a ghost. Ogogo, push him away. Ghost, don't say help. Then another sound came. Boom, boom. Ogogo froze. Okay, maybe this one does. They walk slowly toward the sound. Very slowly. Shh. Obabutsemba whispered. If it's disappeared, tell people. If I disappear, tell people I was here, son. Ogogo rolled her eyes. Who will believe that? Then suddenly, a ghost appeared inside the kitchen, eating cabbage. Silent, long silence. Ogogo blinked twice. How did the ghost get inside? Obabutsemba whispered. Maybe it was 102. The ghost looked directly at him. They understood each other spiritually. The family wakes up. Everybody wakes up. That is part 6, part 6, part 6. Now everybody was awakened. Mama suddenly came out first. Wearing one sleep. What is happening here? Then little Sibo appeared half asleep, holding a spoon for no reason. Then Auntie Sandy arrived, already ready to go see. Yo, what happened? Ogogo pointed dramatically. At first it was Temba eating chicken. Yes. Then the lights died. Yes. Then the goats entered my kitchen. Everyone looked at the goats. The goats looked bit confident. Meow. Auntie Tandy nodded seriously. This is definitely witchcraft. Gogo sighed deeply. No, Tandy, it's just Fristine's problem. Part 7. The goats became family. Somehow, nobody removed the goats. Instead, they gave it bread, then tea, then a blanket, typical family behavior. Little Sibo even named the goat. His name is Dr. Coconut. Coconut. Okay, let's get back to the story. Nobody knew. Not even Sibo, Dr. Coconut, sat proudly near the stove. He paid the rent. Obabutsemba whispered, letting the goats like him. The goats immediately beat his sleeve. Ogogo laughed loud for the first time. Even the goats knows nonsense. Part 8. The secret snacks box. Around 3 a.m., Ogogo finally confessed something shocking. She had a secret snacks box hiding under her bed. Everyone gasped. A secret snacks box. Ogogo inside biscuits. What else? Chocolates. What else? Emergency Simba. Chips. Babutsemba almost fried. All these years. Ogogo. Wooden eyes. This box is for emergencies only. Then little Simba asked, what's called as emergency? Ogogo answered immediately. When January and sadly, everyone nodded respectfully. Valid. Very valid. Part 9. The Midnight Feast. Eventually, nobody went to bed to sleep. Instead, they all sat together in the kitchen, eating softly, drinking tea, laughing quietly. Even the cold stayed. Outside, the wind moved gently. Inside, the house felt warm and peaceful. Coco looked around the room and smiled softly. You see, this is family. Even when they are noisy, even they still chicken, even when cooks enter the kitchen, family is still family. Babutsemba nodded emotionally while chewing toast. Beautiful words. Ogogo pointed at the tea and still washing dishes some more. Part 10. Bedtime. Ending. Now the nights became quiet again. The cats were dancing. The cackles stopped singing. The owls were sleeping near the door, and finally everyone began sleeping. Ogo stood absolutely. Go to sleep. Babutsemba down dramatically. Island wasn't nursing today. Nursing asked Ogogo. He whispered softly, always hide the peanut butter evidence. Temper. Everyone laughed softly, homely, sleep. And now the house is quiet. The moon is still shining. The chickens are sleeping. Even Dr. Coconuts, the goose, is sleeping peacefully. So close your eyes, relax your shoulders, breathe slowly.